Hello and welcome to an Insight of Experiences. I'm Joshua Rozario, and it's a great pleasure to have with us the principal of Madras Christian College, Dr. Alexander Mantramurti. Good morning, sir.
What I see here,
Yes, sir.
you know what it is?
No, not exactly.
You don't know?
No, sir.
You need to live along with these things around.
Okay, I get it.
What is that? It's a pellet.
Sir?
Sorry?
Is it a form of an excreta?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Of a rabbit. Right? Wild rabbit. Right? These are things that we need to learn. Okay? Yeah. So is that.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm told that there's a story behind you being named Alexander. Could you tell us about it?
Oh dear. Oh, that's nothing very personal about that. Maybe something that I can be proud of. See, one of the former principals of the college, who is highly regarded, respected, revered and remembered, is Dr. Alexander John Boyd. When the college moved into this Tambaram campus in 1937, he took over as a principal in 1938 from Dr. Hall. And he was a vice principal when my father was a student way back in the year 1933 in Georgetown when the college was there. He was a great hero of the family. So, when my parents married, it was Dr. Alexander John Boyd who solemnized the wedding in 1943. Then when I was born in the year 1946, he was the one who christened me. There's a small anecdote about that. That was on the 15th of September 1946, I was christened in St. Andrew's Church in Chengalpet, where I was born. I was born within the precincts of a reformatory institution where my father was assistant superintendent there. It was Dr. Alexander John Boyd who came to christen me. And I believe after the christening, after the service was over, he told my dad, I never realized when I christened your son as Alexander, because later I realized that it was not my christening him alone, but he also christened me. You know what it meant? You didn't get it?
No, as you said, it was the other way around. Even with you being named as Alexander, was a new beginning for him also?
No, that was not that. Suddenly he realized that he was wet.
Oh my, that's something really nice.
Right? So that's Dr. Boyd. So at that point, and later, I believe he was my godfather. I never knew that. So when I had the privilege of setting a new record in triple jump in the year 1966, he sent me 5 pounds as a gift with which I bought my new pair of spikes. Okay? Roshans, if I remember right. Later, when I joined the faculty, I remember he's writing a letter to me saying his love for the college is doubled because his godson has joined the faculty. And it was unfortunate he's not alive, because at that point of time, neither my parents nor I ever even thought that I would one day be sitting in this chair which he sat in those days, right? That's a great... so that is the history. Other story, personal story relating to my name. Okay.
That was so heart-touching. Okay, so the next question that I had in mind was, Auntie Prema and you are called one of the most beautiful couple on campus. When was it that you met Auntie, and how has life been since then?
I don't know. I mean, this is news to me. This is news to me. See, your Auntie Prema and I are first cousins even otherwise, right? So I had the legitimate right to marry her. But we were students here. We were contemporaries. In fact, she joined the college 2 years after I joined the college. I joined the college in '62 as a pre-university student. Later on, when I was in my second BA, Prema Auntie, right, according to you, she joined the college as a student in the Department of Zoology, a great department. And Madras Christian College, one of the traditions of the college is to bring people together, right? Despite the fact whether one is related or otherwise, right? And the college also gives us a tremendous learning experience to get to know each other or one another, and also giving sufficient scope for us to learn and to understand what one would mean by limits of intimacy. Right? We were together here for 3 years. Our having been brought together, apart from the family ties, was the environment and a desire to get to know each other in a different kind of an environment. And I think God has been gracious to us in having brought us together in marriage, in having raised a family with David as our son. And believe it or not, now we are grandparents with 2 grandchildren. Okay? Right? So it is the institution that has given us the grace to get to know one another. And it's very easy for people to fall in love, remember that. But I think falling in love is something very, very, shall I say, sacred. Right? That's the word I like to use. Right? It's very sacred. And that sanctity has been ordained by somebody above, because of which, by the grace of God, we still continue to love each other. Okay?
Just one small question.
Yeah.
Have you ever been complimented about the Mandrake the Magician kind of hairstyle that you've had?
I don't know whether it's worth complimenting. Okay? Right?
We're talking about your stay on campus. Which is that hall that you were talking about, and how was your experience in that hall?
If you ask me for my very honest opinion, I can say something. But given the reality of a situation in which I am placed, I am expected to be a little more cautious, okay? I cannot hide the fact when I told you that I went into the best hall on campus. I've been with that hall from 1962 to 1999, totally integrated with the life of that particular community. That is Bishop Heber Hall, none other than that. Since becoming a principal is required to be rising above hall affiliation, but the loyalty cannot change. But this institution has given me the grace and the training to rise above hall affiliation and look at things evenly. At the back of one's mind, maybe the impact would be there, but the training the institution is given is not to be influenced by that original, shall I say, relationship with the hall, but to look beyond that, so that all the 4 halls are dear to me, right? But the fact of the matter is that there is that one hall which created me, okay?